Hello students, welcome to Power Tutorials. So today let's continue our sample paper question solutions. So today we are going to start with chapter 6, which is triangles. Okay, so just give me a minute, I'll just cross check whether audio everything is fine. Okay, let me check. Okay, let's start with the video. Just cross check the audio. Okay, audio is fine, so let's start. So from triangles chapter, this is one of the important chapter as mentioned. For arithmetic progression also you will have 5 to 9 marks. Same way for triangles also you will get at least 5 to 8 marks or even 9 marks weightage from your main paper. Okay, so let's continue. So from triangle chapter, this is the first question, which is 14th question, MCQ question. So let's solve this. So in this question it is saying that we have a triangle ABC which is similar to triangle DEF. In AB they have mentioned DE, EF, FDA they have mentioned, and they are asking the perimeter of triangle ABC. Okay, so we have two triangles. ABC, DEF, and ABC is similar to DEF. AB is 6, DE is 9, EF is 6, and FD is 12. So if two triangles are similar, you have to remember one few conditions. First one is the ratios are proportional. That is AB by DEC. Okay, AB by DE is equal to ABC by EF is equal to AC by DF. Okay, this is one. And second, the corresponding angles are equal. That is, angle A is equal to angle D, angle C is equal to angle F, and angle E is equal to angle B. Okay, always remember that for similar triangles, this ratios are proportional and their corresponding angles are equal. It's not like angle A will be angle F, angle A will be angle D only, like exact order A to D, B to E, and C to F. Okay, so for this question we can solve using two methods. Not only this ratio will also be equal to the perimeter of the triangles. Okay, I will represent as P1 by P2. That is also correct. But still I will use this ratio, that is AB by DA. These three ratios are equal, corresponding ratios are equal. Okay, so for this I have AB by DE is equal to BC by EF is equal to AC by DF. So let's use these two and again these two because we have AB value. Okay, so let's use first one. AB by DE is equal to BC by EF. AB we have, which is 6, by DE we have how much, 9, is equal to BC we need to find, and EF is 6. Okay, so 6 by 9 is equal to BC by 6. So BC value will become 6 into 6 by 9, which is 36 by 4, 9, which is 4. Second, AB by DE is equal to AC by DF. AB by DE is equal to AC by DF. So AB we have, which is 6. DE is how much? DE is 9, is equal to AC we need to find, and DF value is 12. So AC is equal to 6 into 12 by 9, which is 72 by 9, which is 8. So we have AC and BC value. So simply triangle ABC perimeter is equal to sum of all the sides, which is 6 plus 4 plus 8, which is 8. 18 centimeters, so which is option number C. Okay, let's move to this next question. 23rd, this is of 2 marks question. So if triangle AP and DQ are the medians of the triangles respectively, where ABC is similar to triangle DEF, we need to prove AB by DE is equal to AP by DQ. Okay, so I'm just drawing the triangles again. We have ABC, we have triangle DEF, is saying that AP and DQ are the medians. AP and DQ, these are not right angles, they are medians. Medians in sense it will C is the midpoint of BC, same way Q is the midpoint of EF. Okay, so let's start the process. So for this type of triangle, what you have to prove is, we have to prove the particular triangle as similar, and then we can use the properties we have explained earlier, which is particular ratios are equal, at the same time angles are equal, corresponding angles are equal. Okay, so for this I will just first write the first condition, which is, as these two triangles are similar, as triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, I'll first write the corresponding ratios are equal, which is AB by DE is equal to CB, that is BC by FE is equal to AC by DE. Okay, so just I mark it as 1. Now let's use, just a minute. Okay, so now if you consider CP is nothing but half of BC, because it is a midpoint. Same way FQ, FQ if you consider, it is nothing but half of EF. Okay, so now if I take these two, I can write AB by DE is nothing but half of BC, which is, I will write half of BC by half of the second one is EF, so which is nothing but CP and FQ. CP and FQ. So this is 2, where I got AB by DE is equal to CP by FQ. Okay. Now the third condition, as we have ABC and DF are similar, I can also say angle C is equal to angle F. I'll write it again, as triangles are similar, angle C is equal to angle F. This is 3. So from 2 and 3 I can say triangle, small triangles ACP and DFQ are equal. ACP is similar to triangle DFQ using SAS algorithm, that is sides are proportional and the corresponding angle are equal. Okay, so if triangles are similar, then their corresponding ratios are also equal, which is AB by DA, they said. Okay, fine. So just a minute, we need to consider these triangles ABP and DEQ, not left side triangles. So I'll also write here same way, this will be equal to BP and QE. BP by QE, so I'll just change this to BP by QE. Okay, so here not only C is equal to F, at the same time right side angles are also equal, which is angle B is also angle equal to angle E. Angle B is equal to angle E. So same way I can say triangle ABP is similar to DQE. Triangle ABP is similar to triangle DE ABP DEQ. Okay, again same as a similarity. Okay, so for this similarity I can see the corresponding ratios are equal. So here AB by DE is equal to AP by DQ. AB by DE is equal to AP by DQ. Okay, so I can ask you any way, just you have to consider which triangles we need to consider to prove it are similar, and once they are similar, then we can write the corresponding ratios. Fine, let's move to the next question. We have a 5 marks question, and this is very important, and from past few years, every year you can find a one question which is similar to this one, which is nothing but BPT. Okay, so I am repeating again, the BPT theorem is very important. Definitely it will come, and if it comes, it will definitely comes for 4 marks or 5 marks. Okay, so this is a very important theorem. So this is the statement that prove that if a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle is intersecting other two sides in distinct points, then those two sides are divided in the same ratio. Okay, let's prove this. This is nothing but BPT, and which is nothing but basic proportionality theorem. Okay, so simply they can also ask you state and prove basic proportionality theorem, or state and prove BPT theorem, or they'll simply say this kind of statement where they will say that a line drawn parallel to one side of the triangle is to intersect other two sides in distinct points, then those two lines are parallel. Or they can also say you that I have a triangle ABC and DE is parallel to BC, then prove that. Okay, they can say like ABC where DE is parallel to BC. They can ask you to prove AD by BD is equal to AE by AC. They can ask you anyway, but the only question is which is state and prove BPT. Okay, and then we also have some question, but this weightage will be only 1 mark, this weightage will be 4 marks. Okay, so let's solve the question first. So what you have to take, let us consider a triangle ABC such that DE is parallel to BC. Okay, so now this is a triangle here. A, B, C. We have a line DE such that DE is parallel to BC. Okay, now let's mark 2 points M and N, and also join DC and B, and these angles are 90. So next one, draw DM and En such that angle M is equal to angle N is equal to 90 degrees, and join BC and DC and B. Okay, so till here you will get 2 marks if you write it properly. So we have to draw a diagram, we have to mention M and N perpendiculars, and then join DC and B. Okay, till here if you write as I mentioned, you will get 2 marks. So next step, let's do it. So for the next step, what you have to do is you have to find the areas of triangles. Okay, so let's find the area of triangle ADE, and this can be done in 2 ways. So if you notice here, so if you consider this as a base, then this is perpendicular, which is AD into EN. Half into AD into EN. Same way, if I consider the opposite side as a base, this side as a base, okay, then it will be half into AE into DM. Okay, just keep it aside. Now again, get the areas of BDE and DEC. Area of triangle BDE will be equal to half into, for this triangle the base is BD, and here also the height will be same, which is nothing but the perpendicular line to here, which is EN. In same way, if I ask you what is the area of triangle DEC, then this will be half into EC into MD. Okay, so this is 2 and this is 3, not required. Fine. So now we have one property that if 2 triangles are present coinciding between 2 parallel lines and having common side, if 2 triangles are present between 2 parallel lines and having common side, then areas are equal. Okay, so now from here I can say this is 2, this is 3, then 2 is equal to 3. Okay, now simply I will just find, because these two are same and these two are also same, so this ratio by this ratio should be equal to this ratio by this ratio. Okay, so half into AD into EN by half into, so EN is this, I'll just use EN, BD into EN is equal to half into AEDM, half into AE into DM by half into the second triangle, which is DMEC, DM into EC. Okay, so these two will get cancelled out, these two will get cancelled out. I will get AD by BD is equal to, and half cancelled out, DM cancelled out, which is AE by EC. So this is a final proof. So simply it is saying that if 2 lines are parallel, if a line is drawn parallel to the third side, then the ratio AD by BD is equal to AE by EC. Okay, so this way if you do, you will get another 2 marks. So as I told you, the theorem, BPT theorem, is always considered for 4 marks question. Okay, now let's solve the other numerical which is present, and this is of 1 mark. So what is saying, you have a triangle PQR such that a line intersects PQ and PR at L and M. Okay, we have a triangle PQR and it is intersecting PQ and PR at, what is the question? L and M. Okay, this is L, this is M. PL is 5.7, PQ is 15.2. This is 5.7, this whole is 15.2. We have MR is 5.5, PM they are asking. MR is 5.5. This they are asking, so let's just mark it as X. Okay, so simple. Now this will be 5.7 by 15.2 minus 5.7 is 9.5. Okay, 5.7 by 9.5 is equal to X by 5.5. So this becomes X is equal to 57 into 5.5 by 95. So 5 19s are 45, 5 11s. So 57 into 11, if I do, I will get 57, 57 to 7, 62.7 by 19. Let me just check again. 57, 57. Yes, correct. 60.7. So 19 table, 19 3s are 54, 19 3s 57. Okay. And again 5 will be there, 57. So yes. So the final answer, PM I got the value as 3.3 centimeters. Okay. So in this way, all the sample paper questions related to chapter 6 are been solved. So thanks for watching. So if you ever have any doubts with respect to this three question solutions, you can also mention in the comment section. At the same time, if you have any doubts with respect to other first 5 chapters, you can refer to those videos. I will have mentioned in the description. So you can check the description and find those videos. At the same time, if you have any doubts, if you want to post any question with respect to this 6 chapters till now, you can post in the community section. Post your doubts in community section. I have enabled it. Okay. And in the next video, we will do chapter 7 questions. Thank you.